Guys, happy hump day. Hump day. It's almost the weekend. Just kidding. Alright, gonna put out my cold read on the Quinton Simon case, the 20-month-old little boy missing from Savannah, Georgia. Been looking into this for a few days and doing a lot of listening and pulling a lot of cards and a lot of meditating on this. Alright, I'm just going to tell it how it is, and then I'll throw up the cards that come out and show you guys what I'm getting, and this seems to be common factors that keep emerging, so there's something to that. Too many coincidences can't be wrong. It's a pattern. It's coming out the same. There is definitely deceit going on. You guys got this is a Lenormand read. I'm going to show you guys the cards from. You got the Fox. Someone is sly and cunning in their workings behind the scene, trying to cover something up. Alright, this has been staged to look like an abduction. It is not an abduction. This involves players in the family. Okay, and there's a money motive behind this originally, and it's off of selfish reasons why things were said and things were done. And it's also a lot of mental manipulation being done to those who are suffering from mental illness, depression, long-term battles with things like that. Definitely undermining their own loved ones, okay? It's really sick. So I do, yeah, it's definitely not a stranger abduction. There was talk of selling the baby. I do believe, that did come up in conversation, and you're going to need to look for assistant law enforcement or anyone investigating this case. It's going to come down to written communication, and I do see two people coming forward with pertinent information. It might be secondhand knowledge or third-hand knowledge of things or things pertaining to this particular incident, but they are going to come forward, okay? I do also feel that the house there, I feel they need to check, like, around the pool, like, around the flower beds, like, look under stones and things like that. I may try to go on Google Maps and Google Earth and see if I can see what the other yard actually looks like. Keep getting the house. I keep getting, a tree, like a resting place. Also, at the hand of a female, I do believe there was some abuse going on, neglect and things like that, but more so a cruel abuse, if you will. Abuse should be handed out to such small children. I'm not saying, spare the rod, because we all know kids need discipline, but this went too far. Also addictions, drug addictions and things. Okay, and I told you guys I'm using a Lenormand deck for this read, but I did a handful of Lenormand decks. I also did a tarot, and I'm going to take a look again, also at some oracles, just to see what they can tell me. And if there'll be certain things that will align and emerge, and it will help point us in the best direction. We can help find baby Quinton, and bring him home. So, yeah, I do see him no longer with us, I'm sorry to say. I do see he's crossed over. I do see judgment and law enforcement coming in with the tower. And I do see it coming in on a female, and it's going to be tied to some evidence that is written or oral communication of sort. I get a book journal, but it could also be text messages and things like that. Things have been documented. So, yeah, I also hear the grandmother, saying that you can pay me or you can sell that baby. Alright guys, help get the word out, spread awareness, and let's help bring Quinton home. The number's here to call if you know any information or anything that can help lead to finding this baby. Namaste.